find a bigger rock. Yes. Don't want to cooperate. Uh, 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 uh. Hey, Uncle Ed, what's going on? YouTube still hadn't fixed their stupid thing where I can put my phone sideways. Like, so, hey, James, what's going on, buddy? Just hanging out, man. Just hanging out. Been kind of at a standstill with everything, man. I've got my chainsaw went down last week, and I'm getting one for my birthday though, so I should have one in the next few days. There's really just not a whole lot that I can. I need my stinking chainsaw. Grass is done. Grass is done for the year. Even though it's 70 degrees still, 60. I know I got a hoodie on, but it's just a breeze. It actually is excellent out here right now. I'll probably be shedding it for the day's up. But, I don't know. I think I might chop up. I've done a lot of clearing out back here of that area that I told you I wanted to clear out. And I've chopped down quite a few. I got like that. I need to just chop it down into little pieces so to just be ready for the fire pit. So we'll have us a little. Well, with those trees, it'll be a bunch of kindlings to easy get one started. Hello, Melinda. 72. That's awesome. It's crazy. I wonder if we're even going to get a winter at all this year. It's starting to feel like we're not. Morel, hello. Reza, hello. Reza Sherdell, welcome. Welcome in. How do you pronounce that? Onch? Onch? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Red Trophy, welcome. How are you all? Thank you for stopping in. Really appreciate that. Good grief. Love it. Bilal, Liam, Atura. Hello, hello, hello. Wow. Zaza, howdy. What is going on? Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm a new sub, Lorraine Banks. Well, thank you, Lorraine. I really appreciate that. Snowed in. I did hear about Oklahoma getting a little bit of snow the other day. Isn't that crazy? Bilal? Vitura? From Brazil. Awesome. Welcome in. Welcome in, guys. Hey, I was just I'm bored and thought I would go live and have a chat with you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All the newcomers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, Anil. This is what happens on Vertical Live. It's like doing a short. That's awesome. I'm going to start doing this Vertical Live more often because, yeah, that's killer. Welcome in, everybody. So, yeah, I'm just kind of hanging out. It's a beautiful day today. Like I said, Uncle Ed, I don't know. It feels like we're not even going to have a winter, at least here. I don't know how it's been every day down there, but, man, it has been crazy beautiful. Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate it. Thank you. 34 in South Dakota. Ooh, that stinks. I'm glad I'm not in South Dakota with you. I will be completely okay if it stays like this all year. All the rest of the year, shall I say. Hello from California. Hello, Jamie. Thank you. Welcome in, brother. Yeah, so I am perfectly okay with this weather right now. I would not break my heart, not one little bit, if we skipped winter completely. India, hello from India. Welcome in. I know it's still early. I know it's still going to come. I'm just wishful thinking. It's hot. Where are you at, Lorraine? Did you already say? I'm sorry if you did. You Brazilian? No, I'm not Brazilian. I'm American. But Brasilia is awesome. India. Hey, Troy, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I'll go for skipping winter, too. I would be perfectly okay with it. Man, it's so crazy because I figured by the time we hit this time of the year that we would literally be like definitely not be able to do nothing because I was expecting, you know what I'm saying? At least freezing cold weather, if not snow already. Like, we're only 2 weeks from my birthday, and it never is 70 degrees outside 2 weeks before my birthday. Not that I can remember, anyway. Fort Valley. Fort Valley. But, yep, we're just hanging out. I'm just hanging out. And I figured I'd go live to talk to you guys and hang out. Thank you, Lorraine. I appreciate it. I will be 41. I'm breaking the mold of the 4-0. Working my way up from Bangladesh. Awesome. That is so cool. That is so cool. Welcome in, guys. That is so cool. Well, anybody new that hasn't, hit that subscribe button, guys. Like I said, okay, let me explain for the new people that are in here. Okay, so we are originally from Oklahoma. I am originally from Oklahoma. My wife is from Indiana. We lived in Indiana for the past 10 years. We got married in 2017, and we had already planned. I have my daughter in Oklahoma, and we were waiting for her to graduate high school, and then we had planned for the past 10 years to move to Indiana. Well, my wife's grandfather passed away last year, and his place come up for us to move into. So that came along, and at the time, we moved up here about 3 months ago, and I am in the middle going to turn, sorry about that. I'm actually planning on turning it into a big greenhouse. We have made a lot of progress the past couple days, or the past week, I would say. Actually, the past couple days have been super slow because my chainsaw completely just dumped on me. So now I've got I'm supposed to be getting a new chainsaw for my birthday. So should be up and rolling again here within the next week or so, I would say. And I don't know how the wind's playing a role in this right now, but let me know if it is like completely. Yes, thank you, Lorraine. Yes, I'm very proud of her. She actually, in the past couple months, has decided to go to college. She applied for college. She got accepted for college. She starts college in January. And couldn't be more proud. Hey, Mom. Couldn't be more proud of her. Was not expecting her to go to school after school at all. Like, that was complete. I mean, not completely. She did talk about it here and there. But I don't know. Honestly, all the way throughout high school, she was more so the kid that was like, nah, once I'm done with school, I'm done with school. And she changed her mind. One of her friends are going to school to be a pediatrician, And she went up to visit her a couple times, and she got the itch to apply, and she got accepted. So yeah, so she starts school in January. I don't think it's a huge college, but it's a college in Tulsa somewhere, around about Tulsa. But she is going to be a physical therapist. So yeah, really, really proud of her. Really, really, really proud of her. Katie, hello! Templin Acres. Man, we have had people from Brazil, Israel, you name it. Right off the bat, man, we have had a bunch of new people coming in, which I was not expecting. But James was saying, I guess, when you do the vertical live like this, so it pops up on people's shorts, right? So people are scrolling, and yeah, never even thought of it. So maybe this is my best bet to go whenever it's just me, anyway, right? Usually people are on their phones anyways, right? Just scrolling through shorts. That's the way I am. Crazy as it sounds, I really don't watch a whole heck of a lot of YouTube. I watch YouTube Shorts. I'm big on YouTube Shorts. But at the same time, especially since we've been here, I'm just busy. Busy. Like I said, this past couple days, man, losing my chainsaw has been kicking my butt. And Beth and Neil, hello! Welcome in. Welcome in. I probably watched too much. It can suck you in, for sure. I understand that. So there are days that I wake up in the morning and I get to scrolling and I'm like, bro, you need to go outside. Today was actually one of those days. You need to get outside and do something. Because you can get sucked in really quick. So that's kind of I'd say one of the biggest downfalls of having a little mini computer in our pocket all the time. Right? Because it'll suck you down. Surgery set for the 20th. Amen, James. We'll be praying for you, brother. We'll be praying for you. So for your shoulder, getting your shoulder fixed, that rotor cuff. So here in just a minute, I'm probably going to start chopping up my little tree limb pile and get some wood up and going. And I'm just going to say it once. Yay, America. I love you guys. I've been advised not to go too deep, but I love you guys and love America. And we're coasting down the right track now, guys. That's all I got to say about it. So, been super excited. What an amazing last week. I'm sorry, Mom. When you coming back home? I don't know, Uncle Ed. I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, really depending right now on what's going on with Dad. If things are serious when he gets his results back, which they did, I guess, get results back, but it wasn't 100%. They're worried about one little spot, so they're having to do another appointment that they're going to have to check again to make for sure. They have not confirmed anything. But if they do confirm something with Dad then it'll probably be pretty soon. I will more than likely be... they found a spot on his prostate just before we left to come here to Kentucky. He just told me it. The day before I left to move up here, he told me that they had found a spot on his prostate. And so last week, or maybe in the week before, like on Friday, they went and did a biopsy. And I know he hasn't. But the thing is, is things are already changing. So that ought to tell you something. Big changes have already happened. He ain't even taken office yet, and things are already happening. But, and I'm sure it's going to be a fandango, crazy, blah, blah, blah going on for the next 70 days. Of course, we expected that. But the fact is, America decided, and we know where we're headed. So, we got the upper hand, finally. But, yes, so they did a biopsy last week. Not last week, the Friday before last week. And I messaged him Saturday and asked him if he got his results back. And they said they still got one spot that they're concerned about. They don't have a positive. This is what he's telling me anyways. So whether or not, because I did tell my dad, I said, if it ends up being cancerous, then I'm more than likely coming back home, at least for a little bit. And so who knows? You know how dad is. He could be just, you know, playing it off like it's not as bad as it really is. Who knows? You know how dad is, man. He don't want nobody worrying about him. And but he better be honest with me. I know that. He better be honest with me because, you know, I want to come back and spend some time with my dad if he's sick. Right? I hate to see him have to go through that crap again. We already watched it once. And that's the part that burdens me because last time he went through it, you know the life I was in, I definitely wasn't there for him. And I want that to be a different story this time. If that's the case, right? I want that to be a different story. And I'm going to make sure that that's a different story this time. And a lot of crazy stuff runs through your head when something like this happens. I'm glad I know you know. And mom and well, anybody, especially people that have lost their fathers and had to deal with things like this. Like, it's not easy, but I have faith in God. I know everything's gonna be okay regardless. But I definitely, for 100% sure, I want to be there if it does turn out to be something like that. I want to make sure my dad is where he needs to be, right? To be just in case, right? And I'm sure there's other people feeling the same way, but I'm really going to be hammering him on that side of life if this is as serious as it possibly could be, right? I'm sorry, a good version in prison. No. What are you going to keep? No rest or something to keep an eye on. Yes. Kick whose tail? What are you talking about, James? Yes. Cheryl is actually doing well. I haven't seen her in a couple weeks. I've been here for a couple weeks, but reports say Cheryl is actually doing very well. She's doing very well. She's coming along. Of course, we all know that she has to start her chemo, her second round of chemo here pretty soon. But everything's on the up and up as much as it possibly can at the moment. And yes, definitely keep praying for Cheryl. Be praying for my dad. And it's not only my dad, too, Uncle Ed. Listen to this. Nancy, they found a spot in Nancy, too. So Nancy goes in. She may have already went in the past couple of days. I think it was like the 12th or the 13th. I need to get a hold of my dad and find out. Oh yeah, you better believe it. I will rip into him if he's just sideballing it, side swiping it. You know, like he used to kick me in the butt when I wouldn't get in front of a ground ball. It'll be the same thing, only the other way around. For sure. Of course, I know we're all going to go through these parts of life, right? If there's one guarantee or one thing that every single person on this earth has in common, right? The end is going to be coming. And that's one thing that we can all share with 100% surety. And I just want to make sure my dad was telling me a story about my papa, his dad. And he was telling me how my papa would talk to him and tell him, like, the only true concern that I have in this life is if my kids and my family make it to heaven. Right? And yeah, I understand that 100%. I definitely need him to be making it to heaven, right? You seem a little less stressed than you did on the last video. Yes, I am. I definitely am. Thank you, Atura Maria Ribeiro. Did I say that right? Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is so cool. So, yeah, that was one thing I definitely was wanting to talk about is, like I said, things have been slow. My chainsaw broke. Like, I've done just about everything I can think to do without having tools like the chainsaw. So, I think I'm probably going to do more of these, like just pop-up lives like this during the day, right? So I can stay connected with you guys. And so, I don't want y'all worrying about me. I'm okay. Everything's good out here. I'm just kind of in a position right now where I need material. And I need specific tools to continue on what I'm trying to do. And not only that, we're getting to the point anyways on the garden where I'm building the fence, because I plan on greenhousing that entire area in. So we're going to have to get siding, greenhouse siding, all that kind of stuff. But I ain't gonna lie to you, it does sometimes get kind of lonely out here, right? Being out here all by myself. I've been here for going on 2 weeks now by myself. So I got the boys and that's it, which I'm okay with. It's helped me a lot being able to spiritually, right? Definitely spiritually, and just being able to focus on where my mind and my spirit needs to be. And it has been a huge blessing. At the same time, I miss my wife like crazy. There's days that I miss my family like crazy, of course, which I expected all of that, especially my daughter. Like, I really miss my daughter. And we need prayer for Merkel too. She's doing good, but she's just trying to get through this next month and a half till school starts. And yeah, this place is very beautiful. Thank you. I've done a lot of clearing out, guys. Let me see if I can do this without it cutting out on us. But see, because of the past 4 days, I do have content to where I could put a video together, but it's literally just raking leaves. And look how cleared out. See how cleared out I got it there? There's literally maybe 3 or 4 foot worth of brush right there, and you'd be able to see the creek from our backyard. And then this area. But I've been kind of standoffish about clearing this area out. Let's see, hopefully I don't lose connection. Oh, we got plenty of connection. Because of this right here. I'm going to flip y'all around if it'll let me. Look, you can see right here where a family of deer have been. Right here, look how long that is. So, I seen deer tracks the other day right down here. So I know it's a little family of deer that have been posting up right here in this brush. So I'm a little bit hesitant on chopping all this out completely, because it seems like they're kind of using that area as shelter. And so I thought about, okay, so this is what's going on. There's the back of the house. There's the shed in the back. Turn around. The creek is right there. So that little bushy area, that's where the deer lay down is. I cleared all of that. All of that is completely cleared out. And I'm thinking about just leaving this bushy area in the middle. So it'll be completely clear from here all the way around up to the house. And then just leaving that little bush right in the middle right there, which the bridge is right on the other side of that bush. I don't want to take their shelter out, right? So, I don't know. But like I was saying, that's all I've been doing. That is literally all I've been doing the past 4 days, 5 days, is raking leaves. I've raked a bunch of leaves. Look at these. See that? Yeah, I've been raking like crazy. I'm all blistered up. Okay, let me get back here and see what y'all. My name is Maria. Well, welcome, Maria. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you, sweetheart. Call me anytime. Okay, James. See, Escrow channel, thank you. Thank you. These lives will be good for you. We are here with you. Yes, they actually do help a lot. Mind searching. I do it a lot in the truck. I bet you do, Uncle Ed. My best God time is behind the wheel of a car, especially on a long trip. So I completely get you on that. I understand that. Prayers for sure. Parents and I have all been through the big C. Yeah, the big C, man. I'm over it. I'm a book author. Oh, really? Awesome. What books have you written, Maria? I love that. Hi, Maria. David, I have a couple galvanized raised garden beds if you want them. Yes, absolutely, Troy. How would we be able to set that up? I'm definitely. Yeah, that would be super cool. Torah author in Brazilian Portuguese. Author in Brazilian Portuguese. No, I definitely don't speak any other languages than what I'm talking now. But that is awesome. A Torah. That is so cool, man. I would absolutely love to be able to learn different languages, though. I've always thought that would be super awesome. That's really cool. AMC Kingdom, what am I doing? I'm not doing nothing. I'm just hanging out in my backyard. That's interesting, Maria. David needs to write a book too. I actually, Melinda, as you know, I am going to be in a book. David needs to write more of a goat. I love that, Scotty. How you doing, buddy? I love that. I actually did write a chapter in a book. It hasn't been released yet, but my full testimony, I say full. It is from beginning to end, but it's kind of like bits and pieces from the beginning to where I am today. But it's not in depth. I do plan on trying to write an entire book. So the lady that's doing the book that I put my chapter in, she already told me that she would help me if I wanted to write an entire book. So thank you guys for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. So I may actually start chopping up these limbs right here. So if I missed some comments, I'm sorry. But that's what I was about to do. I was just about to come out here and start chopping these limbs up and getting them piled up and kind of nicely. I've got another big old pile out there in the woods that I need to drag up too. How are Scotty and Karen today? How are you guys doing today? I hope all is well. All is well. What's my favorite food? That's kind of a hard one. I've got several favorite foods. And taco salad, probably. That was definitely my top pick growing up as a kid. My mom's taco salad. I don't know. I can't really put a fat steak. A big old fat red meat, medium well done steak. Definitely. If I had to choose, if I was had to choose my last meal, that's definitely what I would be picking. I too write my story. Do it. Do it, Beth. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. This is cool. I really didn't think I was going to be getting the interaction that I'm getting right now. Especially at first. My goodness, there was like 10 extra new people that I'd never seen before immediately. Alright, I'm going to move my phone over here and I'm going to start chopping these limbs up. So, Mom, if you wouldn't mind keeping up with comments and stuff, I'm actually going to start cutting this tree up. But yeah, this is all we've been up to. Clearing area out. And I planned on bringing my axe over, but I can't find my axe. And it may be dead enough to just crack everything. It's been a couple days since I actually busted all this up. I have so many ideas, guys, but I just need the tools to pull it all off. I was so upset about my stupid chainsaw. It drives me crazy. Like I was saying on that last video, do not buy a Ryobi chainsaw. The sucker was brand new. And I did literally everything you could think to do before you start running a chainsaw. I did it. Changed the oil, made sure bar oil was in it. Of course, I'm not like a professional chainsaw guy either, so that could have something to do with it, but I did everything I knew to do, changed all the oils, and still, only the second day I used it, the motor locked up on it, and it was quite literally a brand new chainsaw. But all these tree limbs like we've got here will be perfect for just starting bonfires, having kindling wood. Where is Barb? We haven't seen Barb in a few days. I'm not quite sure. I imagine she's probably doing okay. They're just going through a lot, Uncle Ed, up there in Georgia. But we haven't seen her in a couple weeks. She was staying in contact there for a while. And she wasn't in the live last week. And we haven't gotten no messages from her, so actually I'll probably message her, or I'll talk to Sam and have Sam message her today, see if we can at least know that she's doing okay, right? Yes, I'm okay with that, and I hope that my story goes out to the world and inspires people to realize that you're worth it, and your story can change people's lives. Because it's like me, I'm just your average Joe, man. I ain't no, just like every average person in this world. But we all have a story that could possibly influence somebody else to make a chain-breaking decision. I mean, it's kind of like I was telling Miracle the other day, like with her going to school. And she could be that person that changes everything in our whole family aspect of things, right? Like, if she pursues this, she'd be the first one in my immediate family. Since my mom's the only one that went to college, and she didn't finish, but right, I want to see her succeed in it and break the chains of having to barely make it. You know what I'm saying? Because now, after we left, she had to move in with her mom, and she's been dealing with that whole issue, which I kind of was afraid of when we left. But so I told her, I said, go to school, finish it out, conquer it, and succeed in it, and then be the one to break that chain. Well, they're pretty awesome, interacting conversation. Yes, Barbara and Melinda are amazing. Yeah, they're still messing with the internet problems. But I do know that definitely in North Carolina, Elon Musk set up a what's the name of his internet? Starlink for everybody up there. So I wonder if she got a part of that. If she saw one of us, she'd say hey and let us know something. Yeah, I figured the same thing, James. That's why I am a little bit concerned with Barb. I hope everything's okay. After this, I'll go look and comment on her and see if it's her. Okay. So, is it only in North Carolina? So he hadn't set up the Starlink in Georgia as well? He must not have if she's still dealing with internet issues, because I know definitely North Carolina. They reached out to President Trump, and he got a hold of Elon, and they had it set up. He said within like the next day, they all had connection. So, yeah, I don't know if it's the same issue there in Georgia, or apparently not, if she's still having these kind of issues. Georgia got hit hard too. We just haven't heard much about that area. We really haven't. Which is kind of surprising, because they got hit hard from the get-go, even on the first one with North Carolina. You'd think you'd have heard a lot more about them as much as we did about North Carolina. Yeah, absolutely, Melinda. So did you guys think was going to happen what happened? I gotta ask. I knew it was. Everybody around me was doubtful, but I knew it was going to go down the way it did. The hype on him was just way too strong for it not to. I feel like it was a piece from God, and just knowing that everything was going to eventually happen the way it happened. Cheap motel now. Ah, I'm sorry, Melinda. That stinks. Nope, some of these are still a little green. Ain't breaking as easy. I know, like my watch hours for YouTube, they have been kind of staying at a steady pace. I ain't been putting a whole lot up here the past week. Like I said, because I've just been at this freaking standstill, man. I need to get my tools together. So in my downtime, I honestly have been thinking about, I don't know, it's still a thought, I don't know. Just keep my mouth shut for now. Thank you. It is. It's so beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. And the weather has just been absolutely tremendous. Unexpected. As nice as it's been. Can't believe it stayed as nice as it has. Awesome. Thank you, James. That's awesome. Maybe James can help you get set up somewhere, Melinda. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Got to stop what, John. Good answers back. Yes, that would be awesome. If we could get Melinda set up some more, heck yeah, that would be super cool. Okay. See, we got a heck of a little pile going on here. Just what we got. Oh, and I noticed too, clearing out back there, there's a lot of those like root vines that I left up there that are really, really cool. That's what that was. I was just breaking off. Yeah, so I can't wait till it does snow because that's when I want to do a big bonfire. Do a big old bonfire when it's snowing on our patio. Our unfinished patio. I still got to finish the patio. I still got to do some rock hunting. It's probably not a bad idea, honestly. I think I might have a tarp in there that I can cover it with. Possibly. Good thinking. Oh. I cut an entire tree down over there. That's my chainsaw locked there. But what was kind of aggravating is the tree that I chopped down wasn't even one that I'd planned on using for any of my projects. It was just because it was dead. If I didn't know my stupid chainsaw was going to lock up, I would have at least cut down a tree that I wanted to use, right? Thank you, Uncle Ed. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. Love you. already looks 100 times better than it did with this big old pile of brush here. Actually been planning on doing this for the past few days and just haven't gone out and done it. Yeah, it's not bad. That's why I was kind of hoping to be able to do my YouTube studio back here, but I just don't like the building. I really want to use that front building. Yes, I do. I'm waiting for Sam to be calling. She'll probably be calling here pretty soon. Well, maybe not. She may already be on break. I may have missed her message, honestly. She hadn't popped in on here, though, yet, has she? Alright, guys, I'm about to lose thy hoodie. Yeah, I haven't seen her yet either. Still got 6 people in here. All the faithfuls. I love you guys. Did I see the White Rock? No, I haven't. I haven't seen White Rock's video. I really don't like that one tree behind you leaning. Widowmaker. Which one? The one leaning real bad right here? That one? Or this one? This is right here. Let's see if I can get it right. This one's the one I plan on taking out to use for our greenhouse. And there's several of these trees right here that I want. See how long they are? They're super long. I got like, yeah. So I probably will take that one out because it's fairly dead, honestly. So I probably will take that one out. But I do have several of them picked out that will be plenty enough wood to do everything I need as far as the greenhouse, the goat, and the chicken pen. My stupid chainsaw. I cannot believe that thing locked up on me like that. Absolutely ridiculous, man. But it's a cheapie. So it was kind of almost expected, but not really, right? Because it being such, it's a brand new. And it's kind of shocking, but that's okay, because this next one I'm going to get a good one that will last. Hopefully forever. As long as I need it. But I'm just going to get a small one like what I had. I want to get a big one. But I got several I want to take out. That one, where's it at? See if I can find it. Oh, it's got the big curve in it right there, see? Right there. Curve at the bottom. That's the one. It did have a double tree. It had a double tree coming off of it. And that's the one I cut off for my fence post that I used the other day. But that was another thing that I was talking to Sam about is the reason I have to have, well, my chainsaw, of course, to make more fence posts, but I've got to get concrete because I tried packing it in with dirt as best as I could. I even tried using big chunks of rock and put down there the best I could. And it's still just, if a bear or an elk or something wanted to get through that fence, it wouldn't take nothing for it to just lay it over. And I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be sturdy enough that if something goes and bumps into it or tries to push it over, that there ain't no way that that's going to happen. You know what I mean? I am reading them all. What's up? He cut his hand bad with the skill. Oh, White Rock did? No way, man. Yeah, I'm going to. That's my plan, Melinda, 100%. Uh, so that's Jason, man. I'm praying for Jason. That's crazy. How did he end up doing that? Oh, I'm good. Trust me, I am very careful. Very careful. And I mean that 100%. I definitely do make sure that I'm being as careful as possible because I realize that I'm an hour away from civilization and I trust me. That's the last thing I want is to get hurt out here all by myself. But yes, Melinda, definitely will be. That's my plan. I'm going to go through and take out the real dead ones. The last one that I cut when my chainsaw went out, that was a very dead tree. So I'm glad I got it out. It's still laying over there. But, yeah, that's my plan is go through and cut out all the dead trees. He's okay. He'll have a scar, but he'll live. I need to go back and watch that. That's crazy. Poor dude. How do you cut your hand with a skill saw? How did that happen? I'll go back and check it out, though. That's insane. Poor dude. That stinks. Look at that pile we've got already. That's a pretty good fire or pile, man. That's a good 4 or 5 fire starts right there. If not more. I'm too afraid to start a fire now. I've been thinking about doing a little fire in the fire pit the past few days, but I need to rake up all the leaves first, man. I don't trust starting a fire right now with so many dead leaves. There's like 6 to 8 inches of dead leaves everywhere. It wouldn't take much for it to... So, I've kind of held off for that reason. I did rake up, though, probably 50% of the front yard. Like I said, I'm putting together a video right now. I'm not trying to rush it. It's not a whole lot. Like I said, it's just me raking leaves and clearing this back here. So there's not like a whole bunch of action going on with it. Until I get all the stuff I need to get going. Everything rolling again. I haven't seen the follow-up video yet. Thank goodness he lives with a nurse. Amen. Ain't that the truth? I'm glad it wasn't worse. Because it always could have been way worse. I'm going to have to go back and watch that because I want to know how he managed to cut his hand with a skill saw. Like he would have had to have his hand right in front of the saw. Was it a hand saw, James, or was it a table saw? I hate watching stuff like that. I've always felt like it seems like it hurts even worse to watch someone get injured that way than it actually to happen to you. Skill saw. Wow. Wow. So he had to have went right through his... Is that what he did? He went right through his hand. Don't ever put your hand in front of your cut. Poor guy. cut a finger. Okay, so he just got a finger. So he was probably doing a tight cut and just had a finger in there too close. That stinks, man. Poor dude. It's never good. I had a buddy. I'm sure it did bleed a lot. I had a buddy in high school. His grandpa was using a table saw. Now, table saws are definitely super, super dangerous because they're just an open blade and you're running the wood over the blade. So those are very, very common to get hurt on. But my buddy in high school, his grandpa cut off these 3 fingers. Completely cut 3 fingers off of his hand using a table saw. But that makes a lot of sense because, like I said, table saws are super dangerous because they're just like the old school milling boards. It's just a blade that comes out of a flat surface and the blade is completely exposed and you're pushing the wood over the blade. Absolutely, Beth. Absolutely. Or Neil. Is this Beth or Neil talking? I'm thinking it's Beth. But yes, I can't stand watching people. I would much rather chop my own finger off than watch a video of somebody else doing it. As crazy as that sounds. Definitely got to watch what you're doing. Absolutely. I do pay close attention. Especially, like I said, being out here by myself. I am 100% aware that I am literally hundreds of miles from anybody I even know. I've not even had the opportunity to meet family that lives close by. So, other than 911, I wouldn't have no one else to call. But I'm okay, guys. I promise I'll be alright. I'm definitely aware of being safe. I promise you that. I think the closest thing I've done to actually injuring myself would be tripping. That's why you use push sticks. Yeah, you're exactly right, James. You're exactly right. Push sticks. Always have you a stick to push your piece of wood past that open blade. You're exactly right. I wish my internet would stretch all the way down to the creek so I could take you guys down there. Go take a peek at the creek. The creek is covered in leaves right now. Answer me this. At this time of the year, even though, so it's freezing at night, it's 30 and 40s during the nighttime, and then it's 60, 70 through the day. Does that make the snakes go away? So if I was to go walk the creek today, would I have to be as concerned about snakes as I would midsummer, mid-spring? When cutting trees, you have to watch for falling limbs in trees you are cutting. So get a... I have heard that happen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Paul Case is missing a thumb. Paul Case. Tons of people have chopped their fingers off using saws, especially table saws. Beth. I figured it was you, Beth. I watched Neil's review on his flashlight earlier today, which was a super cool flashlight. Which would be very handy around here to have me a good flashlight. I would think snakes are hiding now. That's what I would think. I've not been as concerned. I've actually done quite a bit of cleaning in the garage and have not witnessed any snakes, thank God, in the past week. Now, whenever we first got here and it was still the end of spring, That's why I stopped cleaning the garage, because I went in there and moved one box and immediately like, nope, ain't doing it. I'm waiting until winter time. Yeah, I know. They're definitely not as bad as Oklahoma. The snakes here are not like, we don't have water moccasins here. Copperhead water moccasins. I think they have rattlers. Is probably the worst one here. Which coppermouth are your worst to watch out for. They're going to be the worst. They want as much to do with you as you want to do with them. Yeah, I know that, but they still freak me out and give me the heebie-jeebies, and I just don't like them. Because even today, like today, I went and pulled out all the poly drums right there. Those are all the quarter cut poly drums, but they were all sitting behind that doghouse. And I went and pulled them out today, and I still took a garden hoe and stood about 5 foot away and picked them up with a garden hoe and threw them into the yard. And I'm good. And I'm going to take a chance. Yeah, it definitely was a good win, Beth. Definitely was. There are copperheads here? Really? I was told that there probably is copperheads here, but I just don't think there is well, and that's what I told. I don't know. I've only seen one snake since I've been here, and that was in the garage, which was underneath a bucket. It was underneath a 5-gallon bucket, and it was a little baby. It was about that long. Took off. And all the exploring that I've done in the creek and all that stuff, I have not seen. I've not encountered one snake, which, of course, I understand that it's not because they're not there. I know they're there. I just have not encountered them. I'm ready to see a bear. I want to see a bear. Troy would know. Yes, Troy would know. Troy would know. A nasty one there. Eastern Diamondback. I don't like snakes. I don't want to do snakes. That's why I like to do all my clearing out and stuff in this time of the year, in the winter time. Not only that, it's half dead anyways. So that's what I did in Sapulpa. That whole, almost half of our yard back there that I cleared out, I did it all in the wintertime. Chopped it all out, cut it all down, and whenever spring and summer came, it was easy to keep up with it versus going in there and trying to chop all that thick, nasty stuff out. Yes, Melinda, you're right. And I do. Trust me, especially with snakes. Alright, well, guys, I'm going to go in here and let the dogs out, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I was really bumming. Not really bumming. Just bored. But I got my sticks broken up, and I love you. And I am going to start doing this more often. I think we might have even subbed up a couple on this round, which is awesome. I wasn't expecting all the newcomers like we did. Like James was saying, when you do the vertical, people are just scrolling on their shorts, man. They stop in, and it's awesome. But I love you guys. I'm going to get in here and let the boys out. Oh, yeah, look at my front door. Goat Daze at it again. I love you guys. I hope you all have an amazing, blessed week and an amazing, awesome 4 years ahead of us, guys. Things are going to be awesome. We're taking a turn. We're ridding the evil of this crazy world as much as we possibly can, and we're on the right track to doing that, right, guys? Right? I love you guys. Till next time, you guys are awesome. Stay blessed. Peace.